Divine Noni, ஆரோக்கியத்தின் அடையாளம்.
Punishment which you will go through because you wanted evil. When you wanted good for you and others, and when you get abundance, it is not God who is going to enjoy. He is a servant. You are the master, you are going to enjoy. You wanted that person to come down in life, and God will make that person will come down. And the punishment for that will not go to God, because God is just a servant, loving servant. The punishment will come to us. Therefore, we need to be very careful what I am and what you are desiring. There are two things when I say I am who I am. We are our breath, we are our thoughts. Without the breath, we are not going to be alive. So we are our breath. Without thoughts, we are not going to be here also. Breath, there is a dual control. You have no control when you will pass away, when there will be a transition from this planet here to the other world. Your days are counted, your days are numbered by God the Supreme, not by you. So, on the breath, how long you will live, you have no control. But you have control on the breath, the way you breathe. In a meditation, do you breathe slowly taking in and slowly taking out? And that kind of a breathing brings lot of peace and harmony to you. So breath, there is a dual control. God has control, you have a control. So breath has got dual control. We said there are two things. We are our breath, we are our thoughts. On the thoughts, God does not have control. Ha, ha. He doesn't have control. Only we have control on the thoughts we make. He has given a free will, sweet will to us to think the way we want. Thank you, God. Thank you, God, for giving me that kind of a free will. I can choose anything. I can go to Mount Everest, or I can go down to the gutter. I can love or I can hate. I can be abundant or I can have paucity and lack. I can spread peace and smile, or I can spread resentment and hate. Control is within me. Many of you would have heard about this great character called Viktor Frankl. Viktor Frankl was a Jewish prisoner in the concentration camp of Hitler's in Germany. And there was no certainty when the next prisoner will be killed, when the next prisoner will be taken to the gallows or the chambers or anything, or if it's a female, when she will be raped. And therefore they were going berserk and insane. In that situation, Viktor Frankl was there all the time controlling his thoughts, thinking and imagining that he was with a family in a beach having a beautiful picnic. And luckily and fortunately for us human beings, the war came to an end and Viktor Frankl was released. And he was able to tell us the stories how he and some of the people who were part of the experiment were keeping their sane thoughts. Thoughts rule the world, and the thoughts only we have control. And unfortunately, many of us, even we do not have control on the thoughts. And we live life mechanically. We are living a carbon copy life. We are living a proxy life. We are so much influenced and contaminated by the societal and the mass thinking and behavior. And we are joining them, and we are not living our life. We are living somebody else's life. We need to stop that, and we need to come back to the power that has been given to us, the thought, on which only we have control. The famous French philosopher Descartes had to say this: I think, therefore I am. What a powerful philosophy. I think, therefore I am. I think I am abundant, therefore I am abundant. I think I am boring, and therefore I am boring. I think I am marvelous, therefore I am marvelous. I think I am loving, and therefore I am loving. I think, therefore I am. What a powerful message Descartes, the French philosopher, gives. So let's understand that and have supreme control, 100% control on the thoughts that we have. Ultimately in life, I am what I think. I am not what my parents tell. My parents told me that you are fit only to go and Nadu make a fight. I am fit for so many other things. I am not dictated by what parents said, the teachers said, the society said. I am dictated by what I say to myself. The communication that I make to myself is a lot more important than the communication that we make to others. So can we choose to make the best positive communications to me, the empowering communication that I make to you, make to myself. So ultimately what I think. I said that divine, the supreme, the God is my loving servant. And whatever is my predominant thought, that is manifested, brought into physical reality by the divine. Let's understand that, and therefore let us be very careful about the kind of the thoughts that we have. Before I come to that, let us understand this sentence, I am who I am. The first I am is the God in me, the God in you. The second I am belongs to the label called Anto Vincent. Understand this very carefully, very important. The first I am is the I am of the divine which is inside me. The second I am is the label called Anto Vincent, the label called Dr. Kirti Singh, the label called Dr. Prama Singh, the label called you sitting in your chair. So God in me is all the time watching the thought I am making for myself. And he dances according to my tunes. Huh? Have you heard about such a faithful servant anywhere else? God dances to my tunes. And every other thought that goes into my mind, God captures the thought and makes that into a physical reality. So the I am of the first part of the sentence is the God. The I am is me. So when I am thinking poverty, the I am of God brings poverty. The second part, I am thinks of abundance. The first part, I am, God brings abundance. So I am who I am. Nan yavano avane nan. I am who I am. Understand this. And understand God is a loving servant all the time listening to your